Hi everyone, good morning. We're going to continue studying our lesson number 7, the mystery of the gospel. And today we're going to be looking at Wednesday under the subtopic of judge by the law. Question A says, explain the far-reaching extent of the judgment upon humanity. And we have several verses to read. The first one is Ecclesiastes chapter 11, verse 9. And it says, rejoice, O young man, in thy youth, and let thy heart cheer thee in the days of thy youth, and walk in the ways of thy heart, and in the sight of thy eyes. But know thou that for all these things God will bring thee into judgment. So, explain the far-reaching extent of the judgment upon humanity. According to this verse, all things that we do will be brought up into judgment. Now, Romans 14 verse 10 says, but why dost thou judge thy brother? Or why dost thou set at naught thy brother? For we shall all stand before the judgment seat of Christ. So all things that we do will be judged, and we all are going to be judged. Now let's see 2 Corinthians chapter 5 verse 10. And it says, for we must all appear before the judgment seat of Christ, that everyone may receive the things done in his body according to what he has done, whether it be good or bad. So again, the thought here is that we are all going to appear before the judgment, and we will be judged according to what we have done, be it good or bad. And then the last verse for this question is Hebrews chapter 9, verse 27, which says, and as it is appointed unto men once to die, but after this, the judgment. So we live, and we are to live and do what we think is good. But we are all going to appear before the Lord and be judged for the things that we have done, be it good or bad. And so we are judged according to the light that we are given, but the Lord does send light, and so we're going to also be judged whether or not we took the opportunities to learn what He would want for us, or we didn't. And so that too will be part of the judgment. Now, the next question is, what standard will be used in the judgment? So what are we judged against? James chapter 2 verse 12 says, so speak ye, and so do, as they that shall be judged by the law of liberty. So we are going to be judged by the law of liberty. What law is that? James chapter 2 verse 11 says, for he that saith, do not commit adultery, said also, do not kill. Now if thou commit no adultery, yet if thou kill, thou art become a transgressor of the law. And if we can look back and search in the scriptures, which law says thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not commit adultery? Well, the only law that we can find is the one in Exodus 20, which is commonly known as the 10 Commandments. So we will be judged by the 10 Commandments, and what we do here, whether it be good or bad, if it fits with the law or not. In his teaching, Christ showed how far-reaching are the principles of the law spoken from Sinai. He made a living application of that law, whose principles remain forever, the great standard of righteousness, the standard by which all shall be judged in that great day when the judgment shall sit and the books shall be opened. So Christ, when he came to this earth, he lived in perfect obedience to the law by which we are going to be judged. He gave the example that we too, through him, can be obedient to the same law and will be judged by the same law. When the judgment shall sit and the books shall be opened, and every man shall be judged according to the things written in the books, then the tables of stones, hidden by God until that day, will be presented before the world as the standard of righteousness. Then men and women will see that the prerequisites of their salvation is obedience to the perfect law of God. None will find excuse for sin. By the righteous principles of the law, men will receive their sentence of life or death. So in this question for Wednesday, judged by the law, we also see that God is merciful. He tells us you're going to be judged, and you're going to be judged by the standard, which is the 10 Commandments, the law of God, the law of liberty. So it's not like we're going to be going into a judgment not knowing what's going to happen to us or how against what we're going to be measured. We have the opportunity, if we are willing, to study carefully the scriptures and know where what is coming and how are we going to be judged. And we also know that Christ came to show a perfect example and to give us strength to be able to fulfill the law as he did. So may the Lord help us and guide us in the study of his scriptures so that we will be ready for the judgment day. I will see you tomorrow as we continue with Thursday's part of this lesson, the law as the schoolmaster. Have a blessed day.